Joining me now on the program is John Toohey with RJ Groner. Great to have you on the program as always, John.
Thanks for having me, George.
That time of year when it's getting cold outside and of course people are going to turn on their heating systems, you want to make sure that they're maintained because you don't want problems.
You are correct, George. So, there's a varied amount of equipment out there on the market. Everything from gas to oil to electric systems that are on the market. This year, more than any other year, with the cost of energy going way up, maintenance is so important.
John, the other thing you want to worry about too is the fact that you haven't had the heating system on all summer and you're turning it on again and you want to make sure it's safe.
The risk of carbon monoxide and the risk of something, fire or some type of hazardous condition developing that you are not aware of that may have been starting at the end of last heating season, then you shut your system down, now you're going to fire it up again. Without having a trained professional to come in to inspect, clean, maintain that unit, could really run into some serious issues.
And John, we're talking things like heat pumps and furnaces, anything that's going to provide you heat for the winter.
George, even a heat pump that runs strictly on electric could still have potential problems with motors or electrical components, things like that really need to be checked to make sure the system is operating at an optimal performance and operating in a safe manner.
This time of year, we're going to be in homes that will be locked up, locked tight.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have the air circulation that you've had in the summer months. And you want to make sure that the air quality is good inside your home. You have products for that.
We do, George. We have quite a few products for different types of scenarios, different type of home applications out there. Based on the last 2 years of our lives living with coronavirus, this has become a huge issue for a lot of homeowners, is having the ability to either clean the air, filter the air, remove viruses, remove mold, contaminants that are in the air. And a lot of these newer homes that have been constructed in the last 10 years are very tight. There's no air infiltration. You don't get fresh air coming in. We have products on the market now that can actually bring air into the house, warm it up, and exhaust air out of the house, okay? Getting rid of some of the contaminated air that might be in your home. So being able to bring in some fresh air during the winter, it's a huge plus.
John, why don't you tell us about this product that you have, air purifier?
So George, what you have here is an ionic air scrubber. Okay, so it uses ions particles, which is basically magnetic particles, charged magnetic particles, to kill or eliminate VOCs. So that's volatile organic compounds. And that can be anything from mold to viruses, anything that's floating through your airstream. This is designed to neutralize those particulates and render them harmless and make them basically drop out of the airstream. And at that point, your filter can catch them. And when you change your filter monthly, like you're supposed to be doing, you remove all of those contaminants.
And you have products like that that will fit different types of systems for the homes.
You are correct, George. We can do everything from a ductless system to a standalone system if you don't have any ductwork, right into something like the product you just showed, which actually fits into your ductwork.
Okay. People watching at home may have had a system now for a long time and it's not as efficient as it used to be. Maybe they're thinking about getting it replaced. Mm-hmm. You've got new products.
So we have a lot of new products out on the market, and one of the things to be aware of this year coming up is the Department of Energy is changing the energy standards for 2023. They have set new guidelines for SEER ratings and for ratings of equipment performance. That's going to change the landscape for the heating and air conditioning market across the board. So a lot of new efficient products are coming out on the market. Older, more standard type equipment that's been out for years, for the last 10 or 15 years, is basically going to be gone out of that process. And you're going to see these new high efficiency systems start to come into play.
You've qualified technicians that can install all of these things.
We invest a lot into our technicians. We send our technicians out to probably some of the most advanced training courses that are out there available. There is no choice in this market. If you want to be a leader in this industry, you have to have the technicians that understand the equipment that they're putting in. Everything is now electronics, control boards, circuitry, things that you just never thought years ago you would have to know. Now you have to know.
So for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs, it's RJ Groner. How do they get in touch with you?
So George, you got a couple ways to get in touch with us. You can find us on our website, rjgroner.com. You can text us at our primary phone number, 570-421-7260, or you can just call us at that number. You can reach us through our website, through live chat. You can find us on Facebook. Many ways to reach RJ Groner Company.